Welcome to Local Point, your life, your stories, with your host, Chris Piner.
Welcome to Local Point. I'm your host, Chris Piner. Today for Local Point, we have Debbie Spafford and Dante Zubel, who are here to discuss this year's Christmas concert put on by the Uintah Basin Orchestra and Chorus. So it's good to have you both here.
Thank you.
It's the season. It's the season.
It is.
It's always the season, really, isn't it? But there's a special season coming up that we want to talk about today.
Yes.
Debbie, you're president?
Yes, president and chairman of the board.
Is that an ongoing thing, or is there a term that you serve?
There's a term.
There is a term.
There is a term. I've been on the board for 5 years, president for 3, and I'll slip back off and just be a member of the board after this season.
The baton, so to speak,
yes.
at some point in time.
Yeah, this year.
Well, thank you for your time spent there. Thanks. And for your continued time in the future. I know this is something very important to you.
It is.
So we're joined not only by the president today, but by Dante. And would you tell us why Dante is here, and then we'll let him talk a little bit too.
Okay. So Dante is a very gifted musician, but also a composer. And so our artistic director, Dr. James Michael Bankhead, asked him to compose a piece specifically for UBOC. So we will be performing The True Meaning of Christmas Sings at this performance. We're very excited about it.
That is very exciting because you live here.
I do live here.
Is that right, Dante? You're local.
Yes.
And how old are you?
I just turned 17.
That's right. You're a student at?
I'm a student at Uintah High. Yeah, I'm a junior.
Uintah High School, and a composer. Well, that is really quite an achievement and an honor for all of the members of the orchestra and chorus to have the opportunity to do your piece.
Thank you.
And for our audience, right, to come and listen to this, because this is the first time. Is that right?
It is the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now you are also a cellist. So what part will you be playing in this particular piece?
I will be playing the cello.
You'll be playing it.
I will be playing.
Very good. And have you written? This is out of my area of expertise. Have you written all of the different pieces, the different parts? Then.
Yes. Off the top of my head, I think there's about 32 individual parts in the orchestra, along with an 8-part chorus.
Well, that, in my little mind, is absolutely incredible.
Especially when you're only 17 years old.
Especially when you're 17. But to put all of that together, incredible. But this is something that isn't new for you. You've been a musician for quite some time.
Yes, I've been playing cello since I was 7.
Since you were 7 years old. Can you tell me a little bit about what you did this summer?
What I did this summer, I first went on tour with the Uintah Basin Youth
Chamber
Orchestra here in town, which is also under the wing of UBOC. And we teamed up with a youth orchestra out in
Utah Valley, I think.
Yeah.
UVU.
We went to San Francisco, and that trip was about a week, I think.
And was there some adjudication, or was it the experience?
Yes, all of it.
All of the above.
Adjudication,
all of the
experience,
above. And how did it
travel.
turn out? Were there some comments from the adjudicators?
The adjudicators were more of an aide that stood by with us, rather than listening to a performance and then critiquing.
I like that better.
They were with us through it all.
That's the way to do it. So they're building and supporting the art.
Yes.
Well, that's really exciting to have you featured this year as as a composer, as well as musician. Well, what an honor for everybody involved, including the audience. Well, we're almost out of time in this segment, but let's quickly at least get to the details. When is the concert?
The concert is December 2nd. That's a Saturday. We have a 2 o'clock and a 7:30 performance.
Very good. At the
middle school.
At the Vernal Middle School.
Get your tickets at uboc.org, or you can actually get them at Davis Jubilee now.
Oh, very good. So if you prefer to go in person, there's a way to handle it that way. But as I recall from past years, it would be wise not to wait, right? Get on that and get your tickets quickly so that you can have a seat for this this wonderful occasion. All right. Well, we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more about the details and the concert itself in just a moment. We hope that you stay with us.
The Vernal Area Chamber wants to add your business in our network. Create change with various committees. Participate in community events and have a strong business resource behind your company's goals. Learn more at vernalchamber.org.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
Welcome back to Local Point. Before the break, we were discussing this year's Christmas concert put on by the UBOC, Uintah Basin Orchestra and Chorus. I always want to say choir there, but it is chorus in the actual title. And this is something I think many people are looking forward to. Now, how many years has this this event taken place?
We're starting our 5th season. This is our 9th concert.
You're nice, and that's true. I'm glad you mentioned that because you have other times of the year, you have events as well.
Yeah, in the
Not
spring.
Just the,
yeah, we have a
in
spring.
the spring,
concert. We have a
spring and Christmas.
Mm-hmm. We do.
9th concert, but the 5th Christmas concert.
Yes.
And can you tell us anything about the concert this year?
Sure. We're going to be doing some really fun pieces besides Dante's piece. We're going to be doing The Littlest Angel. Those people who are my age will remember a show with Johnny Whitaker, bright red hair, who played the Littlest Angel, but it's a very popular children's book and it has a great accompaniment. And Reed Hansen will be narrating it.
We'll be doing the narration.
Mm-hmm. It's really awesome. We're doing 3 pieces from the Messiah, which are always, amazing
Always
pieces.
amazing.
Yeah, including Worthy is the Lamb with the Amen chorus, which of course is in my opinion, the most difficult piece in the Messiah.
Wow.
Would you agree with that?
I would.
Yeah, it's extremely difficult.
Is it difficult both for the musicians as well as the singers? Not that singers aren't musicians, but you know what I mean.
I think not. I think the singers get to showcase themselves a little bit more.
They have a really challenging piece there.
You do.
Well, it's extraordinary. Everyone loves to hear.
Yeah.
Most everyone, I think, loves to hear
the
Messiah.
Yeah. And we are doing 2 pieces that have actually not been done. They were written by Peter Knight, and he wrote them for the United States Air Force Band. And Dr. Bankhead, our artistic director and the conductor for this concert, used to be the director of that band.
Oh.
And so these 2 pieces, Hark the Herald Angels and O Come All Ye Faithful, it's the arrangements played by the United States Air Force Band, and they're not public, you can't get them in the public domain.
But there's a special connection here that allows it to be in this concert.
Allowing us to use his music for this concert.
It's such a treat. This concert just feels like Christmas. It feels like the season is upon us. And
yep. We've got our children's choir.
Beautiful thing. All right, so children's choir and
dancers.
Dancers, that's right. It's really quite an event. An event, a multi-talented endeavor, and it's just wonderful. So I'm really glad to hear that it's going so well again this year. Can we talk one more time? The dates again are?
December 2nd.
December 2nd.
2 and 7:30.
Right, two performances. So there's a matinee and then an evening. And Dante, can you tell us about tickets?
Tickets can be sold online at uboc.org, and also if you want to go in person, they are at Davis Jubilee.
Very good, very good. Is there a social media presence as well?
Yeah, we do have a Facebook page.
Is it possible to link from that to get to the tickets, or is it something you want to go right to the website?
No, you need to go right to the website.
Maybe you can get to the website from there too, but there's lots of information going on. And if someone wanted to get involved maybe in the spring concert, what would they do? Is there an audition period?
There is an audition period.
You can find all the details to that on the website.
Also, all of the information is there coming up, but it's not too late. People can get involved for spring?
Yes.
Never too late.
Right.
It's never too late.
Well, there's got to be some point in there where it might be too
Well,
late.
the day before the concert.
The day before it's too late. But
yeah,
before
it's too
that,
late
if
then.
you're interested, check them out. Well, we're grateful for all of you sharing your talents and presenting this wonderful art form and multiple art forms as you do always. And we wish you well, and you can be sure that I'll be there.
Wonderful.
One of these days, I'm going to audition myself and try to get involved.
You would love it.
In the meantime, I'm in the audience, and that's a nice treat too.
Thank you.
Well, we do appreciate you. We wish you well. We hope to see all of our viewers come out. Get your tickets early. These things go fast. We thank you for watching Local Point. Stay tuned for this week's Community Calendar.
We are the people behind the connection. You may never see us, but you are always on our minds. Because you are the reason we do what we do. Improving the way you connect is the reason we are always working. Why we are always building. Why we are always striving to give you the best. We are the people behind the connection, working together to connect your life.
The Vernal Area Chamber wants to add your business in our network. Create change with various committees. Participate in community events and have a strong business resource behind your company's goals. Learn more at vernalchamber.org.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to this week's Community Calendar, sponsored by the Vernal Area Chamber of Commerce. The Vernal Chamber is, we're going to say it, we haven't said it in forever, building commerce one member at a time. Hey, we've got a little bit of news for you this week, local news. Superior Drilling Products was recognized as the 2017 Utah Manufacturer of the Year in a ceremony in Salt Lake over the weekend. It was put on by the Utah Manufacturers Association. Located in Naples, Superior Drilling, these guys right here, is one of the only publicly traded companies with headquarters in the Uintah Basin. So, big congratulations to them on this prestigious award. It's a major award. Name that movie. Yeah, actually, for the time period it is right now, it's a major award. What movie is that? Right underneath. You guys know what movie that is? Yeah, they know what it is. Tell me what it is. I'll read it. All right, let's get into this weekend schedule. Friday, November 17th, you can come enter the Enchanted Forest in Roosevelt. You got beautiful Christmas decorations on display and a silent auction that's happening. It's all happening at the Crossroads Senior and Community Center, Friday, noon to 8 p.m., and then again on Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Santa will also be there at noon on Saturday. Which one's Saturday? That's this day, right? I don't see Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I got it figured out. So, also talking about Saturday, November 18th, we have the Fall Fun Vendor Event. Fall Fun Vendor Event. What is a chance to shop with your local vendors and crafters, artisans. It's a great start to Christmas shopping, and a photo booth is going to be there for the kids. There's also going to be a free drawing every 30 minutes. Give you a reason to hang out from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Stone Hollow Event Center. If you don't know where that is, if you go on Vernal Avenue in Vernal, head north. It's just past the KOA fields. Okay, also on Saturday, we've got a family fun day at the Heritage Museum. This happens every third Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This month's activity is If I Lived in a Snow Globe. I'm imagining that the event is making a snow globe. But it does beg the question, if I lived in a snow globe, how would that be? Probably pretty terrible. I'm guessing that wouldn't be very fun. Though the event's going to be fun. Make sure you go make a snow globe or whatever it is they're doing. Let's move on to next week. Monday, November 20th through November 26th. We're going to jump over to Wednesday, November 22nd. It's documentary film night at the Uintah County Library. MOA's Last Dance. MOA's Mao's. It's supposed to be Mao's. I think it's spelled wrong in the prompter. That'd be my fault. I think I wrote this. Mao's Last Dancer. It's a story of a peasant boy in rural China and how he beat impossible odds to become a world-renowned dancer. They always have these really cool documentaries down at the library. So head down there at 7 p.m. Again, this was Wednesday. Thursday the 23rd. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. This is a great time of year. I love the holiday season, and it's always good to stop and kind of take inventory of all the things that, you know, you should give thanks for. So happy Thanksgiving to you. On Friday now, November 24th, a bunch is going on this day. Let's start with holidays. There's so much to say about holidays. If you don't know, it's probably the biggest free family event of the year. You got carriage rides and drawings and games and food. You got a zip line. You know, they shut down the whole street. They've got a Grinch look-alike contest. Huh? I wonder if it's how well you dress up like Grinch or who just naturally looks the most like the Grinch. I'd like to find that guy. And then, of course, Parade of Lights happening at night. It's holidays. It's huge. It's a big deal. So if you've never been there, you're missing out. Also on Friday the 24th, you have the 38th annual Santa's Workshop. It's a craft fair at Vernal Middle School. That's happening both Friday and Saturday. And then lastly on Friday, Trees for Charity, the tree viewing of those tree viewing. That sounds weird to say. Basically, you go to Uintah Conference Center on Friday or Saturday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and they've got all of the trees decorated for the charities that those trees are going to be auctioned off for. And people do an amazing job decorating these trees. They're cool just to go see, even if you don't get to go to the auction event that happens on the following Monday. You can go and you can still contribute. They have what they call tree toppers, where you look at the tree and that tree is going to be auctioned off for a specific charity, local charity, and you can put money in to go towards when they auction off that tree, they get that extra money as well. A really great way just to help local charities here in the community. Okay, let's move on to this weekend's weather. We got some crazy stuff happening just like Friday and Saturday. Our weekend highs are in the low 50s, but the low is 16 degrees. Look, I mean, see how it jumps from 50 to 38 to 43? This right here, though, Friday, there's a real good chance. You got like a 60% chance of precipitation. And when the temperatures go between 50 and 18 degrees, that means as soon as the sun sets, any precipitation that's happening is going to turn into snow. We've got a really high chance of getting some snow Friday. Now, that chance of precipitation basically drops off after that. In fact, if we move into next week, you're going to see that these temperatures right here are going to be kind of the norm. You got high 40s, low 50s as your highs, and then you're right in the mid to high 20s for your lows. But your best chance for precipitation, again, is going to be happening the following Friday, but it's only 10%. You're going to have lots of clouds. It's going to be relatively cold, but we shouldn't have another snowstorm dump on us until sometime beyond here into the future. So let's take a look at what's beyond and into the future, some of the other events coming up, starting with Trees for Charity. I talked a little bit about this, but the actual auction and gala event is happening November 27th. That's on Monday. There's also the Naples tree lighting ceremony happening the next day on Tuesday, the 28th, happening in front of the Naples City offices. And in fact, they're giving out, I think, like free hot cocoa and donuts and stuff. That's cool, right? And then there is the Cowboy Christmas happening December 1st and 2nd in Duchesne. And finally, the last event coming up in the future is the UBOC Christmas Concert, December 2nd. Get your tickets early to this. One of the most amazing shows that happens all year. The Uintah Basin Orchestra and Choir put on a fabulous show. All right, those are the events we have for this week's community calendar. If you've got an event coming up, let us know. You can call 435-781-1902, or you can leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Like VTV6 on Facebook. And don't forget to tell me what movie it was I was talking at the very beginning. It's a major award. I'll give you another hint. Bumpuses. Except for he doesn't say it like that. Bumpuses! All right, that's it. Have a good day.